Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you were there, or struggled to recall the name of someone you've known for years? If this sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not alone. Memory lapses happen to all of us as we age, but they can sometimes leave us feeling frustrated or even anxious about what's ahead. Many people turn to puzzles like crosswords or Sudoku, thinking that these activities will keep their minds sharp. And while puzzles are fun and engaging, here's the truth. They aren't enough to fully protect your memory as you grow older. Today, we're going to talk about 5 better ways to boost your memory after 70. Ways that go beyond puzzles and tap into the full potential of your brain. These strategies are backed by science, easy to incorporate into your daily life, and designed to help you stay mentally agile and confident. Whether you want to remember names more easily, stay focused during conversations, or simply feel sharper in your day-to-day life, these tips will give you the tools you need to thrive. Before we dive in, I want to remind you of something important. Memory isn't fixed. It's like a muscle that can be strengthened with the right exercises and habits. The key is consistency and variety. Just as physical fitness requires more than one type of exercise, keeping your mind sharp involves a mix of activities that challenge different parts of your brain. So, let's get started with the first way to boost your memory: staying socially active. You might be wondering, what does socializing have to do with memory? Well, it turns out that meaningful interactions with others are like mental gymnastics. When you're engaged in conversation, your brain is working hard to listen, process information, respond thoughtfully, and even read body language. This kind of multitasking keeps your cognitive skills sharp and helps build what researchers call cognitive reserve, a buffer that protects your brain against age-related decline. Take Margaret, for example, a 72-year-old woman I met at a community center last year. She used to spend most of her time at home, doing crossword puzzles and watching TV, but she noticed that her memory wasn't improving as much as she'd hoped. Then she joined a weekly book club where members discussed novels and shared personal stories. Over time, she realized that these lively discussions challenged her brain in ways puzzles never could. Not only did her memory improve, but she also felt more connected and energized. Of course, staying socially active doesn't mean you have to attend large gatherings or host dinner parties every week. It's about finding opportunities to connect with others in ways that feel natural and enjoyable to you. Maybe it's calling an old friend, joining a small group activity, or volunteering at a local charity. The goal is to engage in conversations that stimulate your mind and bring joy to your heart. Now let's move on to another powerful way to boost your memory: learning something new. Think back to when you were younger, whether it was mastering a musical instrument, picking up a new language, or figuring out how to use a computer for the first time. Learning stretches your brain in ways that routine tasks simply can't. It forces you to create new neural pathways, which strengthens your overall cognitive function. Consider Joseph, a retired teacher who decided to take up photography at the age of 75. At first, he found it overwhelming, learning how to operate a camera, understanding lighting techniques, and editing photos on his computer. But over time, he noticed something remarkable. Not only did he enjoy the creative process, but his memory seemed sharper too. He told me that remembering settings, compositions, and technical details gave his brain a workout he hadn't experienced in years. Plus, he had a blast capturing beautiful moments from his travels and sharing them with family and friends. Learning something new doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. You could try cooking a dish from a different culture, exploring online courses, or even teaching yourself a skill you've always been curious about. The key is to step outside your comfort zone and embrace the challenge. Your brain thrives on novelty, and the rewards go far beyond just improving your memory. As we continue exploring these strategies, I want you to think about how you can start incorporating them into your own life. Maybe it's reaching out to a neighbor for a chat or signing up for a beginner's class at your local community center. Every small step counts, and the cumulative effect can be transformative. Now that we've covered staying socially active and learning something new, let's talk about another essential way to boost your memory: staying physically active. Exercise isn't just good for your body, it's fantastic for your brain too. Let's explore how moving your body can help. Keep your mind sharp and resilient. When we think about exercise, most of us picture its benefits for our muscles, joints, and heart. But here's something fascinating. Physical activity is just as important for your brain as it is for your body. In fact, studies show that regular exercise can improve memory, enhance focus, and even reduce the risk of cognitive decline as we age. The reason? Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, delivering oxygen and nutrients that support healthy brain function. It also stimulates the release of chemicals that promote the growth of new brain cells and strengthen existing connections. Take Evelyn, a 78-year-old woman I had the pleasure of meeting at a local park. She walks briskly around the trails every morning, rain or shine. When I asked her why she sticks to this routine, she smiled and said, "I started walking for my knees, but I stayed for my mind." She explained how she noticed improvements not only in her physical stamina, but also in her ability to remember appointments, follow conversations, and solve problems. Her daily walks became more than just a form of exercise. They became a ritual that nourished both her body and her brain. The beauty of exercise is that you don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights to reap the benefits. Even moderate activities like walking, swimming, gardening, or dancing can make a big difference. The key is consistency. Aim for at least 30 minutes of movement most days of the week. And if you're worried about joint pain or mobility issues, there are plenty of low-impact options like yoga, tai chi, or water aerobics that are gentle on the body while still providing a great workout for your brain. Now, let's talk about another powerful way to boost your memory: practicing mindfulness. If you've ever found yourself zoning out during a conversation or forgetting what you just read, you know how easy it is to lose focus in today's fast-paced world. Mindfulness helps combat this by training your brain to stay present and fully engaged in the moment. It's like giving your attention span a tune-up so you can absorb and retain information more effectively. Mindfulness doesn't have to involve sitting cross-legged and meditating for hours, though that's wonderful. If it works for you, it can be as simple as paying close attention to your surroundings, savoring each bite of your meal, or taking a few deep breaths before starting a task. For instance, imagine you're reading a book. Instead of skimming through the pages while your mind wanders, try focusing on each sentence, visualizing the scenes, and reflecting on the ideas. This deliberate engagement strengthens your brain's ability to process and store information. I'll never forget meeting Harold, a 76-year-old man who swears by his daily mindfulness practice. After retiring from his job as an accountant, he struggled with feelings of restlessness and forgetfulness. A friend suggested he try meditation, and though he was skeptical at first, he gave it a shot. He started with just 5 minutes a day, focusing on his breath and letting go of distracting thoughts. Over time, he noticed that his mind felt clearer, his stress levels dropped, and his memory improved. Now, he incorporates mindfulness into everything he does, whether it's enjoying a cup of tea, listening to music, or spending time with his grandchildren. Practicing mindfulness doesn't require any special equipment or skills. All it takes is a willingness to slow down and pay attention. You might be surprised at how much sharper your memory becomes when you train your brain to live in the present moment. Another way to boost your memory, and one that often gets overlooked, is prioritizing quality sleep. Have you ever noticed how foggy your thinking feels after a restless night? That's because sleep plays a crucial role in memory consolidation, the process by which short-term memories are transformed into long-term ones. Without enough rest, your brain struggles to store and retrieve information efficiently. Unfortunately, many people over 70 face challenges when it comes to getting good sleep. Whether it's due to insomnia, frequent awakenings, or discomfort, poor sleep can take a toll on both memory and overall well-being. But the good news is that there are steps you can take to improve your sleep and, in turn, protect your memory. For example, consider adopting a calming bedtime routine. This could include dimming the lights an hour before bed, avoiding screens, and engaging in relaxing activities like reading or listening to soft music. Creating a consistent schedule, going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, can also help regulate your body's internal clock. And don't underestimate the power of a comfortable sleep environment. Investing in a supportive mattress, keeping your bedroom cool and dark, and minimizing noise can all contribute to better rest. Let me share a story about Mary, a 71-year-old woman who transformed her sleep habits after years of tossing and turning. She decided to experiment with small changes, like swapping her evening TV time for journaling and drinking chamomile tea instead of coffee after dinner. To her surprise, these adjustments made a world of difference. Not only did she start sleeping soundly through the night, but she also noticed that her memory and mood improved significantly. She told me, "I didn't realize how much sleep was affecting my brain until I fixed it." As we continue exploring ways to boost your memory, keep in mind that these strategies work best when combined. Staying physically active, practicing mindfulness, and prioritizing sleep all complement each other, creating a foundation for a sharp and resilient mind. Now that we've covered these three powerful approaches, let's move on to another essential way to enhance your memory: challenging your brain with problem-solving tasks. While puzzles are a great start, certain types of mental challenges can take your cognitive fitness to the next level. Let's dive into that next. Challenging your brain with problem-solving tasks is one of the most effective ways to keep your memory sharp, especially after 70. While puzzles like crosswords or Sudoku are a good starting point, they often rely on repetition and familiarity, which can limit their impact over time. To truly stretch your cognitive abilities, you need activities that push you out of your comfort zone and encourage creative thinking. This could be anything from tackling complex board games to solving real-world problems that require planning, strategy, and adaptability. Take Richard, for instance, a retired engineer who turned 74 last year. He stumbled upon chess during a community event and decided to give it a try. At first, he found the game intimidating, but he quickly became hooked. The strategic nature of chess forced him to think several steps ahead, analyze patterns, and anticipate his opponent's moves. All skills that translated into sharper critical thinking and improved memory in other areas of his life. He told me how he started noticing subtle changes, like remembering details from conversations or recalling directions more easily. What began as a hobby became a powerful tool for keeping his mind agile. But you don't have to master chess to reap these benefits. There are countless ways to challenge your brain through problem solving. For example, you could try assembling jigsaw puzzles with intricate designs, learning a new card game, or even tackling DIY projects around the house that require troubleshooting and creativity. The key is to choose activities that feel stimulating, but not overwhelming. Ones that make you pause, think deeply, and engage multiple parts of your brain. Over time, this kind of mental workout builds resilience and helps protect against memory loss. Now let's talk about the final piece of the puzzle: nourishing your brain with the right foods. Just like your body needs fuel to function properly, your brain thrives on nutrients that support its health and performance. Certain foods have been shown to boost memory, improve focus, and reduce inflammation in the brain, all factors that contribute to better cognitive function as we age. Incorporating these foods into your diet doesn't mean you have to overhaul your eating habits overnight. Instead, it's about making small, intentional choices that add up over time. For example, consider adding more leafy greens like spinach and kale to your meals. These vegetables are rich in antioxidants and vitamins that protect brain cells from damage. Fatty fish, such as salmon or mackerel, provides omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for maintaining brain structure and function. Berries, nuts, seeds, and whole grains also pack a powerful punch when it comes to supporting memory and overall brain health. Even something as simple as swapping sugary snacks for a handful of almonds or blueberries can make a difference. I'll never forget meeting Clara, an 81-year-old woman whose secret to staying sharp lies in her kitchen. She loves experimenting with recipes that combine brain-boosting ingredients, like smoothies made with spinach, bananas, and chia seeds, or hearty salads topped with walnuts and avocado. She swears by the Mediterranean diet, which emphasizes fresh produce, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Not only does she feel physically healthier, but she also credits her diet with helping her stay mentally sharp enough to manage her finances, organize family gatherings, and even tutor children in math. As we wrap up today's conversation, I want to remind you that boosting your memory isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Every step you take, no matter how small, contributes to a stronger, more resilient mind. Whether it's staying socially active, learning something new, exercising regularly, practicing mindfulness, challenging your brain, or feeding it the right nutrients, each of these strategies builds on the others to create a holistic approach to cognitive wellness. The beauty of these practices is that they're not just about improving your memory, they're about enriching your life. By embracing social connections, trying new hobbies, moving your body, being present, solving problems, and nourishing yourself, you're investing in a future filled with clarity, confidence, and joy. And remember, it's never too late to start. Even if you've felt frustrated by memory lapses in the past, these tools can help you reclaim control and thrive in ways you might not have imagined. Before we go, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these strategies resonates most with you? Or maybe you've already tried some of them. What results have you noticed? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. I read every single one, and I'm sure other viewers will benefit from hearing your story. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. We're here to provide tips and inspiration to help you live your best life at any age. Here's to keeping your mind sharp, your spirit strong, and your heart full of curiosity. Thank you for joining me today. And remember, growing older doesn't mean slowing down. It means embracing new opportunities to grow, learn, and flourish. Until next time, take care and keep shining.